Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Come on, fellas.
This is it. Can I get a yay? 51. I'm coming.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Strong right.
Watch safety 3.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Set. 19. Let's go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Colts 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete here. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. That's taken in by Callaway. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Watson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Third and long. It's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And then they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, Luck. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Luck. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
140, easy play.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On first down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch that in, tight is right.
A shotgun snap for Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
56. Get ready.
Here's Love. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, it's Love. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
He's got a man complete. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. After the interception, it's Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw is Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his
And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Callaway, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. This one caught by Davis. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
25, check 25.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Luck now to throw. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby. Go, Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. And an alley to run. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw again on second down. Luck. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. McCrane on for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And some space here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rock. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken it around the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You can't stop me.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's locked. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Crowder now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you